Okay, Kaldheim has been released now, so it's brand new at this point. So I'm gonna just buy this mastery pass straight up. It doesn't usually have a version of the mastery pass. Here it is, which you should never really get. The more expensive version that just gives you 10 levels. But I think I'd be happier with the 2,000 gems. I don't think I'm going to use this bear. Yeah, why not? Why not? What else is there? These snowlands. Full art snowlands. Which do look really good. The pathways actually look even better, I think. Yeah, there's just a lot of Kaldheim stuff in this shop. So I'm going to play a sealed. Kaldheim sealed. So 2,000 gems for a sealed now, so let's do it. I haven't spent a ton of time looking at the cards. I mean, I've seen every card. I haven't really thought about it too much. So what do we have here? Okay. This card's pretty good, I think. Yep. On top of it, so you don't get the card in your hand, but still a pretty decent card. Boast to create a dragon. Yeah, I really like that card. This card also very good. We get a changeling, which is pretty good too. I'm also, yeah. There's another green card which looks pretty good too. What does this do? Create 2/1 number of yeah, maybe not that card. But this guy, 6/6 trample haste for 6, who doubles your counters and halves your opponent counters. We'll see what the rest of the cards are. But I think I'm leaning towards green. I really like both of those. Yeah, I really like both of those green cards. Generally, I usually just try to find which is a better view here. This one. So white, we didn't get any rares in white. There's just a couple of snow-covered plains. Probably not going to play white. I'll just take a look through the cards, and then I think I'll pause it to actually build the deck, because building the deck might take a little while. And I'll save you from having to watch all of that. Blue doesn't seem like there's any blue or white. Like maybe some of these cards are broken, but there's just not very many. I mean, I have 3 of these things, which is a bad card from what I can tell just by glancing at it. Also black, not very prevalent, so it's got to be just green red maybe. Yeah, it's looking like just green red. I also have a green red, whatever this guy does, Snow Troll. Okay. These artifacts don't seem like they do a ton. Actually, this gold, that equipment seems pretty decent. I don't think that card is worth splashing for. Also don't really, well, alright. So I'll just pause it now, and hopefully I remember to unpause it once the deck is finished. It'll probably be green-red. Okay, here's the deck that I ended up with. I do have these snow lands here, but I don't even think there's any reason to even have snow in this deck because there are no cards that need snow. I thought I was going to play red, but when I looked at the red cards, they were all bad. There was just that one rare that I liked. Also, there was the green-red card. But I was pretty sure I wanted to play black, given that I have some really good black removal here. I've got 2 feed, I've got the Poison the Cup, got Jarl of the Forsaken, and I've got Wither Crown, which I'm counting as a removal spell. I'm not sure if I need this guy, but I've got it just because it's a Death Touch creature, pretty much. Also, I think I have, yeah, I've got this guy, which is kind of whatever. It's kind of a combo. With the poison counters. Yep. And yeah, this deck turned out really weird. I tried to make it a Warriors deck, but I didn't even really have it. I only have like one Shapeshifter. And yeah, I tried to make it a Warriors deck, which is, I think, one of the reasons that I went with white as my other color. Also, I had this Snowfield Sinkhole. I didn't even get enough green cards. I thought I did, but there's only like 2 or 3 green cards that I didn't even put in the deck. I wanted to play this guy. But when I looked at the red cards, even though there are a lot of them, maybe I just hate red. I was hoping that I could get some warriors or something, but every red card is like a berserker, and there's like 1 rogue, or a giant wizard. Yeah, I just don't think any of these red cards are that good. Yeah, you know, I could have played cards like this, but the one red card that I actually wanted to play was this, and the red-green card. But other than that, I didn't see any reason to play red. I think these are okay. This is okay, and this, but it's not enough. Also, I thought this Ravage is pretty good too, but again, yeah, maybe it just doesn't even do anything when you play it if you don't have any creatures. So yeah, ended up going with black and white as the other 2 colors. And I didn't really, I suppose here's one reason to have snow. I guess I have 5 snow lands, so this could be a -5, -5. Yeah. So technically I could play this guy. I also have this, which turns a land into a snow land, so maybe I do just want this guy. But again, like, it's not a warrior, so what am I taking out? Is it better than this guy? Is the one question, I guess. Maybe it is. I also, even though I have Vorinclex, I couldn't really find any way other than like 1 or 2 cards to even take advantage of the +1/+1 counter. Yeah, just this 1 card pretty much that works with it. But it's good just on its own though. So yeah, I suppose the one thing I could consider would be cutting this guy for this, and maybe I should. But when you think about it, a Death Toucher kind of just trades with the creature anyway, and what would I be doing with this? It's good because you can prevent damage with it like early in the game and then remove their creature. Also, it can hit flying creatures if flying creatures is a problem. So it's not just like 100% which one is better. I'm pretty sure everything else I want to keep. Maybe I could just cut this. Although I think it's a decent, yeah, why not? There's probably not enough creatures if I don't put some more creatures in this deck, so okay. I thought I had it finished, but looking back at the cards now, maybe there's one or two that I could play. All these white cards I think are pretty not great. I almost played this because I do have like 4 or 5 artifacts and enchantments, but I just took it out anyway. It didn't seem good enough. And yeah, I'm probably not going to play this rune. I have enough non-creature things to boost creatures. So yeah, this is it for the deck, and let's try to play some games. Why does it have that picture? This is the picture the deck should have. I didn't look at the lands, but I think it's 16. I mean, or 17. I think it's 17. Yep. Okay. And we'll see how it goes. I'm actually not very confident because I just feel like I didn't get... Yeah, I just didn't get any of the... I didn't get any really good cards. Which happens, it happens in Sealed. All 3 colors of mana. Can't do anything until turn 3, but oh, why is it? Okay. Okay, I don't want to play the bow until I have 3 mana, so okay. I suppose I can foretell which one. Maybe the creature, yeah. Because I'll probably want to remove a bigger creature anyway with the removal spell. And I have a play on turn 3, so next turn if I get any land in the next 2 draws, I can play this. Although the ability won't do anything. I did get the land. But let's play this guy. This guy has synergies. They foretold a card then. Wow. Are you kidding me? Okay. That was bad. If he did hit a warrior then, and there are 7 of them in this deck, I suppose 5 after I've drawn 2 though, so it was a 5 out of, I don't know, out of the 30 cards that I had left, and this looks at 4 or 5? It looks at 5 cards, so I think that was a decent chance that it would hit something, but it didn't. So what do I do now? They have a 1/1 token. I should actually read what that, what does this thing do? They're going to get another 1/1 token, and then they're going to double their tokens. Okay. Well, that's bad for me. I guess I just attack for 3. They can't block it. And I'll probably just kick this thing rather than just foretelling a card. No, it's not a kicker. I was getting worried then. So if they play any tokens now, that's pretty bad for me. Also, drawing more lands isn't great, but I suppose I can still attack here. Oh, they could double block. And I can't actually... I mean I can use this, but then I don't get the scry too. But I think I'll just make that trade, won't I? Just hope that they don't have anything. Or I could just equip this guy. Equip 3? Wow, it's so expensive. I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm not sure what the foretell card in their hand is. Yeah, sure. Why not attack with the token? It's a good trade still. Yep. Okay. It's not a removal spell, but it's still not great for me. And don't forget to foretell this thing. So I think that play was incorrect because I did really want to kill one of their tokens anyway, so maybe I was being a bit greedy trying to foretell this when I didn't need to. So there's no real point attacking with my Herald anymore. The funny thing is I can play this whenever I want, but I'm just trying to actually make use of its ability, which I can't actually do because I have no 2 or less cost permanents. There is a discard spell in this set, so I guess I'll just hold on to a land here. Okay, that's actually fine because now I have something to get back with the Shepherd. And I'm glad that they didn't use that on my 3/3 flyer, so I'm very glad I didn't play that. So they're attacking with everything here. Let's just make a couple of blocks. Find out what they have. Okay. Did they really want to just lose a token to deal 1 damage? Okay, that's what they had. So they can destroy my Death Touch 2/3. And I can't do much about it. I've got to remember to play the land before. Do I want to use this poison on their 3/2? I don't think so. Yeah, maybe I will. It's just convenient to use it now. I have Bound in Gold if they have like some sort of bomb rare. Pretty sure I just want to top both of these. And this order seems okay. Because I know this isn't going to hit anything if I do play it next turn. But I think I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do this turn, and that's play this Shepherd, and then I'll be able to pay 2 mana to create an elf. So let's just try that. Did they foretell a counterspell? Wow. I mean, even if they do, I could still foretell another card, so... Okay, that worked. I'm not going to attack for 0. Why is this an 0-2? I guess it's always a 3-2. So they have a 6/6 now, but I can use the bound on it. So I'll just do that. Maybe I'll play this guy first. I don't want to tap myself out of green though. I know I could foretell this fight spell, but it's probably not going to be that useful here. I'm picking Warrior because that's mostly what I have in this deck. Let's enchant you. And let's attack with these guys. So it might have still been incorrect to play this Poison the Cup. Yeah, poison the cup. But I didn't know what the top two cards, they could have just been really bad cards that I wanted to throw away. So, wow, okay. I deal with their best creature and they make a creature that's even better. So it would have been nice to okay, well at least I can see the next card. So I know that I can exile their now 8/8. I could always just chomp it for a turn with this guy who doesn't do anything. In terms of what I'm going to do for my mana, I don't need to foretell this, but I think I might as well. It makes it cheaper in the long run. Let's do this. We'll put it on the flyer. This costs 3 to equip, so I think I would rather just foretell instead of doing that. Because that would give me the ability to use feed and that other thing. This is fine. Wow, they have a 1 mana, just kill a creature. Okay. Well, this guy got better cards than I did, I guess. So I can foretell that, and I can equip something else. I guess I'll just equip the one that I want to keep the most. I can always just block with the elf. No, let's just do it like this. Do they really have another assassin? It is a common card. But is it worth blocking here? They have to have something, right? Let's just see what they got. If I wanted to be safe, I wouldn't make this block. Yep. Of course they had another one. Of course they did. So this is a sorcery, and it's just a fight with a +1/+1 counter. But this is an instant, so I don't need to use it yet. I still can't attack really. If I do make that play, I can't attack anyway. Because they could just block my elf. Even if I do, but I might as well just boost it up anyway. I wish I could attack here, but it's not worth it. I could feed on my turn in case they do have a counterspell. There is a counterspell in this set. I'm just going to go for it now. I didn't even realize they had that. I just thought this was another... Okay. Of course I draw this Vorinclex after I've already used my fight spell. So I guess it was incorrect to use the fight spell then. Like I didn't have to, I suppose now that I didn't have to use the fight spell because all they had was a 3/2 and this would have been a 3/4 anyway that could have blocked it. So if I held onto the fight spell, I could kill their 7/7 with my Vorinclex here. But I can still equip it a couple of times. So I guess I just do that. Because what else am I going to do this turn? But it's still just a 1-for-1, isn't it? What does this thing do? Okay. Yeah, if they double block, it's just a 1-for-1 trade, which I don't want. Yeah, I shouldn't have used that fight spell when I did. I only used it because I just had the mana. I just had the free mana there to use, so which is never like the a reason to play it. But yeah, I think this game's over at this point. They have like the best creatures, I guess, and they have cards in their hand. All I'm holding on to is a forest. And they just got to scry a whole bunch, so I doubt they oh, well, I doubt they drew anything that's not useful there. I can equip the elf token here. I just don't think there's any point. I suppose just in case they want to attack with the 2/2. But yeah, this game's over. Like, what can I even do from this point? They even have the icy manipulator here. Let's just take 7. Yeah, I even just drew a bunch of lands at the end of the game then, which I didn't want. I even drew a way to kill their 7/7 now. So this guy is a 6/6. Do they have a good block on a 6/6? Or do I need to like switch the artifacts around? Because I'm thinking I want to attack with this elf. Meaning that it needs to have both equipments on it. But then if I just have a 6/6, yeah, it's fine. I have to be as aggressive as possible here. Oh wow. How did I not realize they could just do that? Yeah, this game's over. Alright. What they could do is just tap... Wow, they could tap both of my creatures then the next turn. No, they couldn't. Oh no, yeah, they could. They could untap the artifact and then tap something else with it. So yeah, they had a better deck. I made one mistake, but would I have won anyway? Man, it would have been a lot closer. Would have been a lot closer if I held on to that fight spell. Given that I could have then fought their token to death, but I wouldn't have been able to attack with the Vorinclex that turn because they could have just blocked it to kill it. This hand seems fine. I have a double black spell and no black mana. Exactly what I want, so although this guy can get me some swamp or two. I suppose I should have played the snow covered plains instead of the basic plains then. There is one card in this deck that that wants snow. Okay. So I'm not going to not attack here. They'll get a couple of poison counters, and then I'll just play I'll just play this guy. There's no chance that I'll be able to play 2 spells next turn. So why would I play this spirit? Maybe this spirit isn't as good as I thought it would be. Especially given my hand isn't great here. But I can search out a swamp and play this next turn, so that's pretty good. Unless they have a removal spell. Yep, they do. So it deals 2. If they have 3 or more snow, it's 3, but they have 0 snow. So it's just a shocking creature there. And they're just foretelling something. It'd be hilarious if they lose to poison here. I doubt that's going to happen. They get to scry too. Yeah, and I no longer have my play of getting a swamp and playing the spirit. I can't even get the swamp, which is mainly what I wanted to do. So them removing my 3/2 then was a big deal. Although, that just gets me to the 2 black anyway, and I can play that as well as the spirit. I think. Do I want to put it on a forest, or does it not matter? Fine, we'll put it on a forest. Come on. I won't make a spirit because it is the second spell that I played. But technically, I think I have double black now. Oh, you get a mana of any color. Oh no, I have 1 black. Okay, so it makes green and another color. Okay. Probably should read the cards before I before I put them in the deck. But I would play this anyway for sure, because I'm trying to play a 3-color deck here. And I just need the color fixing. Something I could foretell, but I don't even have the extra 2 mana. Well, that creature does nothing now. It still has the ability in case I get another Death Toucher, but it doesn't look very likely. I think I'm just playing this thing right. There's no reason to play this guy instead if I can't even use it. But hopefully this thing should enable my Jarl here. Probably should read what this thing does because they can pretty much play it anytime they want. Okay, just get some extra cards. Not sure why they would attack for 3 here. Maybe they have something else to do. But taking 3 damage and then being able to just attack them back seems pretty good. And I think this is actually a fine trade either way. I don't mind if they block my 1/1 because then I can get them with this guy. I don't want them to have that for many reasons, I guess, but mainly because it's like a mythic rare that they could play later. So hopefully this guy actually gets me a card this time. How many warriors do I have? 1, 2, 3? I've drawn 4 warriors out of 7. So there's 3 left in 28 cards. Change his power to... they can change it to 4, I think. They can make this guy a 4-powered creature, but I could just take 6 here and then hit them for 6. No, I think this trade is fine. Unless they have another Mists of whatever that says, Lidyara or something. Okay, so I can play this and I can foretell my Shepherd. Seems pretty good. I guess I'll just attack first. It does look like they have something for their 2 mana. It might just be a draw card spell. But let's see what we draw here. I might draw something that I want to play instead of using the foretell here. Or they might... no, they can't counter my thing. They have 2 mana. Is there an Essence Scatter in this set? But at the moment I do have a card that I can get back with my Shepherd. Okay. So all I get is a 3/2. That's pretty clever. A 3/2 haste, which means I should have played a pre-combat if that's what they were going to do, but I think that's fine. Of course, it would have been better to have a 3/2 menace that potentially gets me another card, but that's not too bad. I like that card, but I'm kind of trapped on mana here. But there's no reason not to attack in this situation. The only question is, do I play this guy? Yes. Yeah, I think I just play this guy. Get back my 2/2 spirit. Who makes more spirits, potentially, if I ever get to cast 2 spells in a turn. Which I thought would actually be happening more than... it just seems like, I never even had a chance to do that, so maybe that card is just bad. But it is a 2 mana 2/2 anyway. Maybe I just need the cheap creature. But we'll see. I guess we'll find out if I ever get to even make a token with it. But I don't think there's anything that I could put in instead from the sideboard. I would just be playing that Pegasus, which is maybe better. Maybe having a 2/2 flyer for 3. That cheapens artifacts and enchantments would be better. Maybe. His hand doesn't seem too bad. I can play Rally and then this Changeling. Doesn't actually matter what order I play these in, as long as I play green before turn 3, or on turn 3. So yeah, I guess I just play Rally here for Warrior. No. Why would you ever pick Shapeshifter? That was scary. So they foretold a card. Is it going to be that wolf? I didn't get any of those wolves, unfortunately. I think just the brown bear looks the best, right? This is just adds a mana of any color. This is the card they foretold. What does it do? Put a knight. If it has 8 or more counters, they get a ton of mana. Okay. Alright, let's just play this guy. It really does not want me to pick warrior, does it? Drawing a land, probably not great, but if there are any warriors on top at any stage, I can hopefully play them if they don't kill my Realm Walker. That is not a warrior, but I suppose it's fine. So I can play the Withered Crown. Yeah, I suppose I just play both of these. They can just sacrifice this and it's not a huge deal because it's a rare that comes back. It actually gives them more mana next turn, which they probably want. So potentially what I can do, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just make this big enough that potentially it can block, even though it's pretty risky because I don't want to lose it until I get to use it a few times. But I have the removal spell coming up to deal with the troll. So if they do attack with it, I'll just take the 4 damage. I don't want to risk losing my Realm Walker here. Okay, I feel like they missed a land drop. Maybe they didn't. But they have plenty of mana now, so getting the extra mana from this thing doesn't matter. But it's still better to exile it if you have the chance, which is what I'm going to try to do here. Again, not a warrior on top. Okay, I'll just... Well, I can't attack them. Yeah, because they still have 5 damage, although... No, I can't do both. I'm just going to do this now, just in case they draw a village rights or something. Just to be safe. I'm not going to attack. I'm not sure why this is lighting up. I don't have anything to equip it to, because it's already equipped. Doesn't do anything special other than... I mean, when I hit them, it's nice. Gains indestructible. But they don't have... They have 1 snow mana. Not 2. They have to wait until, for like 8 turns, I think, until this... Yeah. Wow. Well, there are 6... No, there are 7. There are 7 warriors out of 27 cards left. So eventually maybe one of them will be on top. So what I can do here is play the Withered Crown on this thing. And then attack. And they don't have a good block. I'm only doing this because I have nothing else to do. And also I have the bound in gold for the next big creature, which hopefully doesn't have some sort of insane ability. They could have just blocked with the Seeker then, but they decided not to. Normally I would hold on to the land in case they had a discard spell, but the fact that maybe I'll hit a warrior or two off the top means that I'll probably want the mana to be able to play 2 spells in one turn. So they kept... Okay, they kept the secret just so they could fetch lands with it. It does no damage, and it hits them for 1, but they can use its ability, I suppose. That creature's not going to do a whole lot. Wow. I finally hit a creature, but it's one of the only non-warrior cards in the deck. So I guess I'll just attack again. I know potentially they can just hit me back for a lot more damage than I'm dealing them. But I do have a blocker now that is a 3/4, because it is a warrior. I can bound one of their creatures, but they're all just little creatures that don't really do anything until they can actually use this guy's ability, which they need another snow land for. So that's the only... Yeah, I'm just going to keep the bounding gold. I could move this equipment now. I just don't think there's any reason to. It only costs 1, why not? I probably should have played the land then as well. The reason to have this at 5 toughness is if they did get a snow land, then they could boost this guy to a 4/3 indestructible, which I wouldn't be able to block otherwise if I didn't equip the pick then. Wow. How do I draw like this? At least I can keep on moving these equipments around, but I have nothing else to do with the mana here. Just have nothing. I suppose I can attack with this, but they can triple block it, and it's just a 1/1, although this is kind of just like a 1/1 token, so I suppose that's fine. And then I'll just move the artifact onto another creature. Technically this is a 2/2 while I have the rally on the board. But I wouldn't mind killing one of these trolls, especially if they eventually do get another snowland, which they're guaranteed to on turn 8 or whatever. The reason to hold this is also because potentially I can play 2 spells in 1 turn if I ever draw spells. Keep in mind there are 7 warriors left out of 25 cards. So it's about like a 1 in 4 or 3. Okay. They killed that before I could even use it. I could have put the equipment onto that, which would have been better. But I was just expecting, since I'm playing a black deck, they wouldn't have conditional removal like that. Yeah, this is not going well now. If I had been expecting that, yes, I would have equipped my other creature. But potentially they just have some sort of black removal spell that just kills it anyway. And then I don't even have a good blocker because I'm just left with a 2/2. Okay. Well, this thing's not a warrior, so there are 7 warriors left in the deck, but this wasn't getting boosted anyway. The funny thing is, I could even choose spirits, but there's no... Like, oh, okay. How do I... okay. I forgot to put non-land cards in this deck. Oh, no, stop auto-passing, stop auto-passing. Okay, I don't want them to be attacking with this troll. They're going to have a ton of snow mana next turn. I do not want to chump block with my creature that's holding off all of their creatures. I nearly skipped my turn by accident then. Or mainly because I wasn't thinking. I'm going to assume that they have the black... No, they don't, because that passed really quickly. Milled one warrior and a poison the cup. Not thrilled about those mills. I would have liked to draw all of those cards. Creatures that aren't the chosen type get -3/-3, so they pick Scarecrow because they wanted to keep that guy. I don't know if there's anything good to get back with this, but I can play it. Don't need to foretell it. I could get back the spirit that I just that just died, which is probably better than the Wither Crown, right? Given that all their creatures aren't great. Probably would have been better to put that on the spirit now that I think about it. I just have so much mana here that I don't even need. But so does the opponent. I don't think I need to cut lands from this deck, but I am getting flooded a lot. So I can attack with both of these, even without moving any of the equipment, so why not do that? Okay. I mean, that was a good card for them to draw at that specific time. See, this is 2 warriors, which is a reason to have rally. But unfortunately, of course, they had the removal for it. I don't think this matters. I can't, like I can equip the token as well, which I'm probably going to do. But I just don't, I can't build this up to a 3-powered creature unless I put both. Unless I put both things on it. And then this is just trading with their creatures. Yeah, maybe it is better just to put them both on their token and just send that in instead of the mentor. Although the mentor has more damage, so I'll do that. I don't need to pay this for 2. So what I can do here is just put both of the equipments on my 4/3 and just attack with that. Because there's no other way I'm attacking unless this is fine. Just attack with the 5/5. It would be nice if I could attack with 2 creatures here, but then they have a double block no matter how I arrange these equipments. And I might as well just play a 3/2 flying here. I'm probably going to move this eventually, so why not do it now? I doubt I'll need the 1 mana next turn though. I don't think that's going to be relevant in any way. Oh, I didn't even know they had that. Why aren't they using it? Yeah, I didn't even know that they had that. Oh wow. Well, that's interesting now. I guess I'll just take the sacrifice. I guess I just don't sacrifice it, right? Because it's hitting them for 1 and making a treasure. I can boast for something like Vorinclex. Now that I have Yaragoth. I don't know if there's a better way I could have done this. If they do want to kill my mentor, they have to use their land, but they're still not doing that. I don't know if they just forgot about it or what. But eating their creatures here is pretty good for me. I don't think I need to move any of the equipments, even though I could. They draw land, so they're probably just dead here. Maybe not next turn, but probably the turn after. I guess I'll just sacrifice this thing. Because I can always just put the equipment on something else. Oh, I don't need to. I don't need to boast for Vorinclex because I just draw it. What do I want to boost? Probably Vorinclex because it's got trample. I think at this point I'm just attacking with everything. I don't care if they just eat the spirit, right? They should just be dead if they do that. I can burst whenever. Just see how they block. Yeah, they don't even... Is that card good? Maybe struggle. Maybe I want struggle. Or just feed. Sure. But they're dead anyway, so I had they blocked the trample creature. I want to get at least one of those quests done. I do have 3 quests, but I guess a couple of them just aren't even happening. I think one is just play 25 lands. Okay. I don't have any white lands, but I do have the... And I have that too. I do have this to make white mana. Although it would be nice to have white mana on turn 2. But I'm not even... Like, this is fine if I can't play that on turn 2. It's funny how I just didn't even get any foretell cards, really. Otherwise, you know, I could have done something on turn 2. But what do they have? I think these creatures are bad. I could have put one in my deck, but I just think it's a bad card. They have 1 snow, and now I get the 2-drop. And the funny thing is, I think it's better than my 3-cost creature here. But next turn I can play Frost, and I can play this guy. So is it better to just play... Yeah, I think it's better just to play this here. Because what I can do is I can just not even play Frost. And maybe I can boast and play this. It just depends what happens. If they play a creature big enough to not attack into, then that's what I'll need to do. Okay. I suppose I'm glad that they used that on my Horizon Seeker instead of this Finn. And now it looks like I'm just going to make that Frost play. It'll also give me 5 mana for the next turn, allowing me to play the 5/5. Alternatively, I can also just play the Spirit and the Realm Walker and start making 1/1 spirits. I mean, the state that the board is in, okay, that's a mythic rare. No, it's not a mythic, it's just a rare. But it might as well be in this case. Okay. Yeah, that thing is a problem. Although I can just exile the angel here. It means I'm not doing anything else for the entire turn. But it does mean that this doesn't do anything. Also, they don't have a 4/4 angel. Which I think is probably the most important part of that. So as much as I did want to play some spells here, this has to just be the right play. Can't afford not to do that. It would have been nice if I had the 1 extra mana so that I could have played the Spirit. If I drew a land then, I could have just played the Spirit and used the feed then. But I think I am going to play this instead of the 5/5. Because maybe then I'll see some warriors on top of the library. Probably not, because I've drawn most of them by this point. Yeah, if I attack with that, I'm just trading it for a 2/2 vigilance. Bad creature that does nothing. That's another creature I didn't put in my deck because it's bad. I don't mind if they if they want to make that trade. I don't think... Yeah, technically I can do 2 spells, but one of those spells would be this Feed the Serpent, which I don't want to do. So, until they have creatures that I actually care about. So let's just play a 5/5. Everyone is playing black. So I'm kind of wanting to hold lands, although I don't really need to. I can see that there's a land on top. I probably should have just played this, because if then I see a warrior on top, I might want to play that and one of these cards, and I might be 1 mana short. So they foretold a card then, which means they're not going to play that foretold card this turn. I'm just going to attack with my 5/5. They might have foretold the removal spell, but if they didn't... Why does everyone have that? Why don't I have that? Okay, yeah, I can't do anything about that. I'm trying to decide if it's worth... It can't be. There's no way it can be worth playing feed now just to get a 1/1 flyer. So I'm just going to play the full mana for this warrior. The board is kind of locked up, so... Oh wow, that wasn't even the... Oh, they did have it. Wow, that's the card that I was thinking of, but they had this as well and they just didn't foretell it. Why didn't they just foretell both of them? Okay. Well, this guy's deck is so bad and I'm still losing to it. I mean, he had 2 good removal spells then. But the fact that I can't seem to draw any creatures is a problem for me. 3, 4. So there's like three warriors left in the deck. And apparently a lot of lands. This game is turning out to be pretty boring. I just can't do anything since they removed my 2 best creatures then. Would have been nice if they didn't have 2 really good removal spells. Because I was counting on both of those creatures for actually winning the game. Or I could just draw lands all game. Again, I don't think I need to cut lands, but getting flooded every game this badly is not what I'm trying to do. Okay, so that's a warrior that I can play. And then I can get something back. No, I cannot. Unless I lose something here, which, yeah, let's do that. We'll send in Finn. Hopefully he kills something, and then I play the angel off the top and get him back. We'll kill that thing rather than the 1/1 that does nothing. The funny thing is, yeah, the funny thing is I have feed, so I could have just saved my guy then. But now I still have feed. Why would I want to use feed on a 2/2 or a 1/1 anyway? Okay. I mean, I wasn't going to activate that thing anytime soon unless I start actually hitting warriors off the top, which there's only probably 2 left in the deck at this point, so... And apparently there's a lot of lands. Creature card from their graveyard. And they've got 3 of them, so I think I need to deal with that. Does this stop activated abilities? Activated abilities can't be activated. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely attacking with my flyer. The only question is, do I also attack with Finn? And I guess I don't. Even though if they do make one of those double blocks, I can just kill both of their creatures. I still don't think it's worth it. Let's try this. I think it's better to use that because this is an instant. It's a bad card again. Wow, this guy has so many bad cards in their deck. But can I do anything about it? No. I thought this card would be good, but so far I've been able to use its ability one time. There are spells in the deck like this which make warriors. Okay, I'm wondering if they have a spell to boost all of their creatures. I have feed to save one of my guys here. If they just have a pump spell for one creature, then that's good for me because I'll just play my feed on their creature. Sure. Not that I wanted to use this on a 2/2, but if it is saving my Realm Walker, which potentially draws me a couple of cards, I guess it's worth it. Even though it might not even be worth it. The funny thing is I'm going to pay this mana and then I'm just going to equip it to something else. I can attack with all of my creatures here. But why not just put it on the flyer anyway? There is a discard spell, which discards 2, so I'll just keep the 2 lands. What else am I going to do with the 2 lands? They have a 2/1 and a 2/2 block to block with. So why not just attack with something else? Maybe this guy? Because it's more damage? No. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll play this tap land because it's a tap land. And I always have nothing to do with my mana, so why not swap the equipment around? I should have thought about what I was doing here. Because now that I think about it, yeah, okay. I just missed some damage then. I should have moved the equipment. I should have foretold this. What am I doing? I should have moved the equipment over here. They would have had to block it. The reason I was thinking, oh, it's fine to just attack with this, but I didn't want to lose it because I was about to draw the card that boosts my warriors, and that's a warrior. So that last turn, I was pretty far ahead, which is why I was getting complacent. But that's not what I was supposed to do on that last turn then. So it's going pretty well so far. Okay, the matchmaking took a little while that time. I wasn't expecting matchmaking to be taking very long. This is fine. I have a foretell card and a 3-mana card, so 2 3-mana cards actually. even though I don't have white, I can still foretell this, and I can potentially get white with the Seeker, although every single time I play this card it just gets murdered instantly. So we'll see if I can actually ever get to use it ever in this sealed. I'm not actually keeping track of the score, which I just now realized that I probably should be. I think I know I'm at 3 wins, and it's either 1 or 2 losses. Yes, it's 1 or 2 losses, I don't know. This might be the last game if I lose it. The opponent took a mulligan. I don't even know who's playing first. I should probably pay attention to that, but when I see my hand, I would keep this whether I'm playing first or second. Like, this wasn't a close choice to me. Any land also gets me Feed the Serpent, so it looks like I'm playing first. Got to remember to foretell this guy on turn 2 and not skip my turn. That's a decent card. Given that they have a 2/1, I'm probably supposed to just play this Realm Walker on turn 3. Although yeah, this is fine. If they spend their turn boasting it, I don't think I care, because that's all they're doing for that turn. They're dealing 2 to me, and then they're spending 2 mana just to make a 1/1. So I'm not going to block it, but it is 2 damage that I probably wouldn't have had to take had I played the Realm Walker. Okay, well, wow, okay. I thought I had it all planned out, but given that they'll just kill my guy if I attack with it, and if I do, yeah, okay. I made the wrong play, it turns out. Mostly because I drew a land. Yeah, I should have just played this guy. If I drew a white land, I could have just played Rally and then attacked and boasted, which would have been the best, but unfortunately that wasn't an option. That is a mythic rare, which I'm going to exile. Yeah, okay, that's very good for them. Especially since they have 2 tokens that they don't really care about. So I can poison it after using the I can poison it and scry 2. I know what's on top and I want to draw that card, so scrying 2 probably not that useful. I am thinking maybe I just attack, boast. It does shuffle away the whatever. Yeah, has this game been going that well? Not really, but I do have cards in my hand, and they're good cards, and I can play them. But I wouldn't say it's going well. That's a good card, and it's already becoming a 3/3. I do want to get lands because I don't have lands, but they have a good block here, which isn't very good for me. I can play this, but it's a 3-2. 3-2, not going to do a ton. Would be nice if I could rally, but I don't have the white mana. I could attack with this to get it, but I can just foretell this. Sure, why not? I just want to scry into lands, I think. I know I can just fetch them with this guy, but that's not really an option when the attack is so bad. Playing in some sort of black-white tokens deck here. Okay, so they do nothing. I think I'm just going to do this just because I want to scry. Don't particularly want that artifact. I kind of just want to get up to 6 mana so that I can play Vorinclex. And I can do that next turn. So this turn it looks like I'm playing this guy maybe? No. Alright, let's just play this on Warrior. Then what I can do is I can boast to get the land. They double block. This seems completely unnecessary, but I know I could have just played this guy. I'll just get another plains, I guess. Might as well be a snow plains, which is exactly what I was going to draw anyway. But I wanted them to have less creatures so that they couldn't just block the Vorinclex when I played it. But it looks like they can kind of do that anyway. So that attack was very bad for me, given that they just had a card that they wanted to use that they couldn't otherwise. So what does Vorinclex even do here? Not a lot, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Trampled 1 damage over. But this guy's a decent draw. I'm not even sure what I would want to fetch with it, but probably just a removal spell if they play a good creature. What does this do? Return an artifact or enchantment for the graveyard. Okay, so nothing. So nothing. There's still nothing for this shepherd to get back. I probably should have played it like 10 turns ago because it's a 4/4 flyer. We'll see if this hits anything. I know that the top card isn't a warrior, but there is one eventually. I think I would rather play this guy though. or just play this. Nah, let's play this guy. Because I can get it back with my I can get it back with the shepherd. And if it trades for their 4/4, I think that's fine. But yeah, I'm not sure if I just played really badly this game. I probably did. Wow. They needed that. Oh, they needed that mythic rare. Didn't they? Oh, okay. What does this even do? That's very good. It's a very good card. And they killed my changeling then. They can just double block this herald. They can block it with a 4/4 and just a 1/1 token. I'm just trading this for a 1/1 token. I think this game is over. I can keep hitting this for 1 if they don't block. But what can I even do against a planeswalker? Nothing is what I can do. Well, technically I can kill it with a flying creature if they don't have a removal spell, so there is that. All they can do is +1, which puts a ghost counter on a non-token creature. And it keeps that forever, even after I kill Kaya. Which is quite good. Although hopefully I can kill Kaya next turn. Looks like they're looking at my flying creature though. Of course they have a way to... No, no. Alright, well, at least it's a trade, but it's not even really a trade because they get the creature back. Okay, I need to think about what I'm going to put this pickaxe on, or whatever it's called. Pick. It's just called pick. So they can block here, which is good for them. If they want to block this, they have to double block it, which they can do. But then if I'm attacking with everything, I get to kill Kaya. So they get this back. But it is just a 4/4, yeah. They don't have to, they could block any way they want here. They don't have to block, because Kaya's dead no matter what. They can just make whichever blocks they want to. But other than this block on the flyer, I guess they don't really have too many good blocks here. Also, I can search for a card and put it on top. I'm not sure what card I want, but maybe there's something in 21 cards. I'm definitely going to do it because I don't want to just draw a land. And I have nothing else to do, so... Okay, so they go for the double block there. They are just going to get that 4/4 back, and they can just make it flying again. I'm just going to do this now. I don't have to, but why not? Okay, struggle. Would I even be able to... They would have a 4/4, so a fight, I wouldn't be able to... Even with the +1 +1 counter, the fight wouldn't get me there. I could take something like this, or the crown. Yeah, I need to just have something like something to deal with a creature, I think, like bound in gold. I could even take this because it gets me another creature. My guys have Death Touch anyway, so that guy's not even going to do anything. Wow, all these cards are just kind of bad. Maybe I just take feed. Alright. Was that the right card to pick? Probably not, but... I forgot about the pickaxe. I suppose the fight spell... the fight spell would have got me there. But given that I've already lost Vorinclex, I can't get that, so... But I can just search up another card next turn. I can even just do this. Or I could just accept the trade. And I'm not sure which is better. I don't want them to kill this, I suppose. So let's just do this. And maybe just keep on getting removal spells with this guy. So I also have this bound in gold. Maybe I can get them with poison counters this game, because they'll die to those before they die to damage. Oh wow, okay. I was not expecting the concession there, but I'm not going to complain about that. Waiting for the server. I usually try to cut this stuff out, but then... Okay, so I'm still only on one loss. Yeah, I usually try to cut out this waiting for server stuff, but sometimes I just forget to start recording again. I think I'm at 4-1. I should have checked that, but I know it's a bit late, but I could try to get this win record up. Okay, it's I have to actually play the game. So doesn't matter what I play here, does it? Probably not. I'm just going to foretell a card next turn. There, it's 4-1. Not late at all. I do have a green card that I'm probably going to play next turn. Just going to foretell this, have nothing else to do. And I have to decide, am I going to play this or this? I think it's just this Herald. It's a much better chance of attacking well. So let's see what we get. Probably nothing. Yay! Well, I should have actually taken a look at what else there was. It just looked like a lot of lands. but it probably would have been nice to know what was on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this card's really good, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. So I can't actually exile it. I can kill it for, yeah, okay. I don't need to kill it now, but I think this is just the play, right? I don't think I need lands. What about this card? Ooh. It doesn't... I would take this if it allowed me to play 2 cards in one turn, but it doesn't even do that. So if I do keep this on top, when am I ever going to play it? I'm just going to be playing other cards the whole time. Potentially at some point I'll draw a land, and then I'll be able to play this and a land, but I don't know. I don't even know if I want that warrior, to be honest. But I'm keeping it on top just because it's not a land card. Now that I actually think about it, I think I did want this because I have a double black spell. Okay, so that gets a creature back from the graveyard, which they do have in their graveyard. I should probably just play a flying creature here. Or I could bound their guy so they can't, yeah, why not? I mean, I would rather just, maybe I should have, yeah, I think that play was wrong. I think I should have just played this mentor, because if they do attack and get back the creature, that's all they're doing for their whole turn. And then I'm just hitting them back for like 1,000,000 damage. And all that did then was allow me to get 2 more damage in that turn. So I think that was wrong. And that's why I should probably think about what I'm doing before I do it. But I didn't. And more double black cards, that's good. It's very good for me. I'm not sure which one of these 2 4-cost cards I want to play. I definitely want to play one of them. I could even just play this, given that I can then boast and use my Valkyrie. But at this point I don't think the boast is that good, because I kind of just want to draw a land. So do I just play a 3/2 flyer, because they're pretty low on health here and they don't have a flying blocker at the moment? I guess so. There's also the chance that I don't want to exile this in case I draw that other warrior that I have, which is probably also an angel. But unless I draw some black sources, oh, I really need a black source. That is not a black source, but oh, it's not even enough, is it? Technically I can kill their demon, but in doing that I would lose both of my best creatures, when potentially I can just exile it with 1 spell. So I don't actually know what to do here. This is a foretell card, but I don't... If I spend the 2 mana I can't do anything else. This is pretty unfortunate. I wish I had just kept this thing, because then maybe I just play that and foretell this. But at the moment, I guess I'll just play a Death Touch creature. Can't attack anymore. Technically I could attack with this. They would have to double block and I get to kill their 4/3. Maybe that would have been correct. They do have the 1 mana removal spell for my 2/3 here. Yep. Which I think is still better giving them that than the other option, which was the instant foretell removal spell. At least they're not attacking me. Although I am beginning to wonder how I draw so badly. So what do I do here? I mean, I can just make the trade. Or I can attempt to make the trade. Okay. I was worried that they might have something then, but at least they probably won't be attacking me with the 6/6 flyer. Given that I can just hit them back and maybe kill them. But I really just needed to draw a black source like 5 turns ago and I probably would have won this game already. But it's my own fault for putting a black source on the bottom of the deck. I was not thinking at the time. Okay, that's fine. It's a Death Touch creature. I might be able to just kill their 6/6 with my fight spell. Why is it a white land? Not the color I was looking for. I can just attack with Finn. Maybe they just have a removal spell for it. Yep, I suppose it's fine. Given that I can still just play this guy. Makes me glad that I didn't go for the fight, that's for sure. Can you imagine if I played fight there and then they just play their second Feed the Serpent? That would have been quite bad for me. Still, can I please destroy a swamp? There it is. Goodbye 6/6. You're not the only one who has Feed the Serpent in your deck. I can even fight their other creature and that should be lethal. Assuming they have nothing. Looks like they do have nothing. Okay. So eventually when I drew the swamp, that was fine then. I think it's 5/1. I just want to check to make sure. Again, I should probably be cutting this stuff out. What did I get? Awesome. Yeah, 5/1. Can I get 7 wins in my first Kaldheim sealed? We'll see. It's going to be a long video. I'm not going to watch over it again and speed it up. Okay, they're foretelling a card. I do have a foretell card now that I look at it. Or I could just play the pick. I'm not going to play the pick. I'm pretty sure when I do play the pick, I'll probably just equip it at the same time. That's a good card. They choose a Berserker. So I'm guessing they have a lot of red Berserkers. The funny thing is I could have done that. I could have played red and had Warriors or Berserkers. I can attempt... Let's just play this. Because potentially next turn I kill one of their creatures and I fetch a land. This card has never worked for me. I hope it doesn't work for them. Wow, everyone just has the removal spell for that. I've used this once, and the one time I used it, it felt pretty bad. So what I can do here is play this. I don't want to play it on my snow-covered land though. I don't think it matters which thing I want to play it on. Yeah, I don't think it actually matters. Why not just play it on the swamp? Because that's what it wants me to do. And I think I'll just poison that creature now. I'm 1 mana away from playing Vorinclex, so I do want to top a land. That seems fine. I didn't need to scry at all then, it turns out. I was just drawing perfectly. They made 2 2/1s, which I don't care about. But the funny thing is they have 7 damage on the board. And I'll only have 6 when I play Vorinclex. So I can decide not to attack here. Because I don't want to take 7 damage. Yeah. I didn't see like that happening, just playing Vorinclex and not attacking with it. But in this situation, I can't just take 1,000,000 damage every turn. I'm not really surprised by that. But what was I going to do anyway? If I did attack them, they just hit me back for 7. And that's not very good for me. I'm not going to use feed, I don't think. I also don't think it's going to be useful. What is happening here? What? No, did this break? Z? Undo. No. What? No, no, no. I can't actually do anything. The game's broken. No. Oh, I pressed spacebar. I can't. Oh, what the? Okay. Well, lucky I wasn't going to attack then. I don't. No, is this broken? This is broken, isn't it? It seems like I can't. Okay. It does not want you to tap this land manually. It really does not want to let you do that. So I wasted 1 mana then. I wasn't going to use the mana anyway, but I still wanted to just hold 1 mana up. I don't have any 2-cost cards in the grave, although this guy has a 2-cost card. Whenever another elf enters, this thing gets a +1/+1 counter. So I can attack now. I want them to double block it. They don't. Yeah. I wanted to lose that creature then, because I can just get it straight back. But I'm just going to play a 3/3 flying here. Why not equip it? in case they do play an elf. And they do play an elf, but I think I'd rather use my removal on that elf than their 3/3. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll attack for 4 in the air. What does this thing do? Destroys a land and they get a 4/4. Oof. Okay. I guess I'll just hold up the mana to exile the 5/5. Seems fine. And I think I'll save the other removal spell for the 4/4 that they're going to get. Yep. So I have to do this now, otherwise I won't have the mana to... will I have the double black? I guess I have the treasure token, but why sacrifice the treasure token when you don't need to? That's a good draw. I can kill their 4/4 with that. The only question is, which creature do I want to boost? And I think it's my flyer. So I need to equip it first. Yeah, that's fine. Use the fight spell, and then I can just sacrifice the treasure to equip it back on my 1/3. At first I was going to play 2 of these, but I decided to put that 0/4 in the deck, which I haven't even drawn yet. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, okay, that was an oops. that was a big oops. Oh, it had 4 damage on it. And they drew another elf. Because why would they not draw another elf? And have another creature to play at the same time. Well, I made a mistake this game, so that's why I lose. It would have been nice to still have my flyer. I could have also just not attacked with it, and that would have meant they couldn't attack me. That's 6 damage. I can't take 6 damage because I'll be dead. I do have a 5/5, which can maybe keep me alive for a little bit. I'm not expecting to win this game though. After that mistake, oh, that was so bad of me. Okay, that's a decent draw. So I can attack for 6 here. I think I just have to go for it. It's very risky. Because I'm dead to a removal spell. Does it actually matter what I put this on? But they've already used so many removal spells this game. Demon Bolt, Demon Bolt. I guess it's just the 2 Demon Bolts. So maybe I can come back if they don't draw. I suppose even if they do have a removal spell, I'm not dead here. Ooh, that's a good draw. So I attack with both of these, they have to block both of them. They can put this one on here, which is a decent trade, and then they can just chomp this guy. The alternative is they could double block this. No, they wouldn't do that. So they're just going to chump this, which is good. I'm just wondering, since they are pretty much going to put this on here, I suppose I'd rather trade this than this, right? Because if I do put this on here, yeah, this is fine. Why would I ever put it on the on my 5/5? I think this is what I just have to do here. Given that they have to lose 2 creatures here, yep. Basically what I was expecting to happen. Now I'll play this guy, please get me a creature. I have plenty of mana, I could play it. So let's do that, because it's safer than not. Wow, I cannot believe I won that game. Oh, okay. I very nearly threw that game then. Okay, 1 win away. And I have 2 losses. I mean 2 losses, I've still got in the whatever, before I get 2 losses I mean. No green mana and a double green card, and I'm going to keep this hand even though it's terrible. All I can do is play Rally, but I don't have any creatures that it works on. I'm on the draw. Yeah, this hand's so bad. Why did I keep this? I do have Feed though. This is a good card. Usually, most of the time it should cost 2, but it looks like it costs 4 now. Unless I can draw a creature that I can play in the next couple of turns, which is probably not going to happen. Ooh, it might. Given that I have every color now. All I need to do is draw one of my cards that cost less than 4. Or I'm doing nothing next turn. Wow, they're doing nothing here, so it would be great. It would be great if I could draw something. Of course I cannot. Of course I have nothing until turn 4. Never what you want. Would have been a great chance to actually put something on the board when the opponent hasn't done anything yet. Looks like they're mono red. How can you play mono red in sealed? There's no way. There's no way. I had to play 3 colors. Yeah, okay. I had to play 3 colors just to have enough cards. But I'm guessing what happened. Now I get this. I couldn't have drawn this. Couldn't have drawn that before. Of course not. That's a decent card. I don't think I want to feed it though. Let's just play a 4/3. Would have been nice if I could have played this, and I could have if I had drawn it 1 turn earlier. I can make this trade, but it's not fantastic for me. Although that card kind of is a problem. What is this? If they have a land, they can play it. What does it do? Like, there's so much text on this card. I lose X life or they gain X life. Okay. I could foretell this, but that means that I can't use feed. So I guess I just don't even foretell it, right? I'm playing Vorinclex next turn anyway, pretty much no matter what. So let's just attack him, because I'm not... Yeah, it's basically trading 4 for 3 at this point, because I am going to exile their 3/2, I think, unless they play some sort of huge bomb rare before attackers, before combat here. Creatures you control every type. And they can create shapeshifters? Okay. I'm just going to do this now. They just did nothing on that turn, really. What is... why? Oh, okay. Is there some sort of condition on this? As long as you control a giant, okay. That's why. Okay, that does 6 damage. I'm glad they didn't do that to my next creature. Although maybe the flyer would have been better, I don't know. It feels like I have no 2 mana, 1 or 2 mana cards in this deck. Because I just never have them in the graveyard for this thing. I mean, I have this, but unless they destroy that, I won't be getting that back. Okay. Well then, I mean, I also have this card. I guess I just have to sacrifice it. Because what else is it doing? Nothing. That's a very good spell for them to have then. I think I'm just playing this guy. And then I can foretell one of these. Although I can't even... yeah, I can kind of attack with this. I don't actually know if mana wise it's any better to foretell either of these, because if foretelling one of them made it cheaper, it would have been correct to want to foretell the one that makes it cheaper, but I don't think either of them really matter in that respect. I'm pretty sure I want to kill that thing. I can just do it now for 3, but then I don't have black mana left for this guy. So I guess I just attack here, and then if they block my 2/2, I'll play this, and then I can foretell. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just attack. It's not like they can just put this on here, this on here. Which is not actually very good for me. If I just had one more swamp, this would be fine. But there's actually no point. Yeah, I'll just do this. There's no point playing this now. Oh, they can create a changeling, can't they? That's nice for them. I completely forgot about that, but I suppose I don't mind trading. Oh, it's actually fine. Because what I can do, play this guy. I can foretell this so that it doesn't cost double black. Technically I can foretell this thing in as well, but I can't play this, and I don't want them to attack me. I don't think. That's the only question here. The only question is, yeah, I think they will attack with this because they can always make a token. And I also want the scry, so this is fine. I suppose it was correct to, yeah, given that this is a sorcery, it was probably correct to do the poison first, because then they wouldn't have had a giant. But they could have just made a giant with the Nexus and then used it. But again, that's like 4 mana right there. And what does that leave them with for the rest of their turn? I'm trying to think what this can even do in terms of getting things back. I also have that 2/2 spirit that makes more spirits. I also have that 0/4, which I've never even drawn once. Would be nice to draw that card at some point. Did I just misclick and not put it in the deck? Wow, scrying here just... like, yes, this is what I want to draw, right? I'm not sure how useful the bow is, but remember it does make a warrior. Also, the bow sticks around because I'll probably want to be equipping other creatures. They can make a changeling here. They can make a changeling here. But at some point, the changelings would probably just pile up. And then they could just double block my guys anyway. So I don't actually know. Don't actually know what I want to do. I know I want to play the 5/5 this turn. But do I really want to trade a 3/2 for just a token and 2 damage? Sure. They're low enough on health that I guess I'll make this trade, even though it's pretty bad for me. I can also foretell this guy with the extra mana. Yep. But hopefully they might just have to keep on chumping this at some point. Unless they just have a removal spell, which they might. They might have a removal spell that they're just not bothering using because I don't even have any creatures that are good to remove. And there it is. Very surprised by that. Now they have a lifelink creature, so them being on low health. Yeah, this thing is just going to kill me. They don't even need anything else really. But they do have a rare saga here. They get a Berserker with Menace whenever the Berserker draw a card. Okay, it's not going to do a ton, but they do have a lifelinker here, so I'm basically just dead. I can't even... oh no, I can do both. I can do both things here. This is a 4/4 flyer. But of course they still have the 2 mana to make a changeling. They could easily just have good blocks, right? I don't know. Given that they have a menace creature that I probably want to block, I guess I don't want to be attacking here. I mean, all I could attack with this is this 2/2 anyway. And yeah, it would have cost me 3 mana to equip it. And I'd rather play a 4/4. Wow, they're attacking with everything. Oh, all of their creatures are berserkers. Okay then. Well. Yeah, this thing's real good. This card just pretty much won them the game itself. Although, if I had have got off to a better start, I ended up getting them down to 7. If I had got off to an actual start where I could actually play cards before turn 4, this probably would have been too slow for them. They're even pretty low here. I guess I'll just equip... Swapping the bow around the 1 extra damage, is that going to matter? Not really. But from this position I win, but what are the chances they have nothing? They get 3 red mana, so mana won't be an issue for them. I'm just going to attack with my flyer, I think, and not even bother equipping it, because I doubt they'll be gaining life. It would have cost me 6 mana to move the equipment back and forth, and I only had 5 mana, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, if they have anything here, anything... What is this? 3 damage to target player, and I discard a card. Why are they good gaming me here? I mean, I could block a 2/2 token. That's only 5 damage plus the 3 here, which is 8 damage. I don't know. I think my one chance at even winning this game is with this angel. Oh, what? Oh, they have double damage. I didn't even read this card. I just looked at it and thought it was a 3/4. All of their creatures are giant. Yeah, this card is super broken. Yeah, that card is really just completely broken. I maybe could have survived one more turn, but there's no way I was winning that game. I think my one chance of winning that last game is if I mulligan into a hand that was actually quicker. Like this hand is. I'm glad that I'm on the draw because I just need like 1 land really. Okay, and there it is. So I can play my 2/2. Playing against red-black again. Yeah, I was playing against red-black with blue in it last game. But yeah, the last game was still pretty close. I got him down to 3. Alright, I don't think I have any foretell cards. So what else am I going to do other than this? I won't be playing 2 spells in a turn anytime soon though. What is that? Flying Haste, Death Touch? Yep. And they have something else to do? Wow. Because they needed it. They got to cast 2 spells in 1 turn. I think we just play this thing first. Don't know how many warriors are left. I mean, there's 1, but I can't. I'll be drawing that before the ability becomes relevant. So I have this guy who has 2 creatures, and then I have this, I don't know, don't actually know what I want to do here. I don't have to worry about this 2 damage every turn for the time being. Eventually I can bound it if they don't play anything better. This is the discard card. So I guess I'll throw this away, and maybe I'll throw away the rally. The question is the rally even any good if I don't have the mentor? I need to keep the land. Given that... Oh no. No, I can play that, I can play that flying creature for 2. So I guess I just discard these 2 in the hopes that I'll draw a land eventually. The funny thing is, if I do keep the land, I can play Rally and this Angel in the same turn. But that involves discarding this guy. The question is, do I even think this is... Yeah. Okay. Like, the choice between keeping this and the 5-cost card was kind of close. But I think this is fine here. I just attack for 2 here. I'll play this guy. Unfortunately, I do have to exile that 2 mana. The 2 mana card from the grave, which I don't really want to do. There is a creature on top, but it's not a warrior, so I don't know, I can just exile this one. That's fine. Cool. What is this guy? 2 get indestructible, and yeah, it's fine. Don't actually mind taking 3 here. I think I might have to bound their 4/4 now. Nah, I do have a Death Toucher. I can just block it with that. And save bound for their flying creature. The only reason to bound the 4/4 is if I want to get 2 extra damage in this turn. Which would be nice, but if I do that, then I don't really have an answer for their flying creature. And maybe I can just win by them not having flyers. Which is kind of unlikely, but could happen. Wow, they have another one. Like they even needed it, but I don't mind this trade. So the question is, can I race them? I can play Rally here and hit for 7. And then they're only hitting me for 4. And then next turn I can bound. I can play this for 1, but you never want to play that for 1. How is it not giving me warrior? All I have are warriors, come on. Okay, this is good, because now I can bound the untapped flyer. And then they'll be dead in 2 turns from my flyer. The funny thing is, this bow gives reach. But I don't really have the opportunity to play it. Because this should just deal with the creature anyway. Sacrifice each player. Wow. What was that? At least they had 2 good creatures then, so it wasn't just 100% good for them, but I was not expecting that. Yeah, like yeah, I suppose that was fine. It would have been nice if they didn't have that, but oh wow, okay. I think my elf does deal with their creature, given that it is getting boosted from Rally. It is a 3/4. I don't know why they didn't play their haste creature pre-combat then. I'm only at 5. They could have dealt 2 damage then. I do have another creature here, but it costs 3 to equip that thing. Okay, I'll just kill their guy after foretelling this. Because I can't do anything else anyway. So... I'll get to scry here. could have just played the Mentor, I suppose. Because I'm only taking 2 damage here. But going down to 3 against the red-black deck is probably not gonna be good for me. I don't think I want either of these cards. Like, the Forest might be good, especially if I draw a Vorinclex, but at the moment I'm just looking for creatures, really. I don't need another equipment, I already have one here. Wow, do they really have another? No! Why? Why? Why would you even... Yeah, I suppose they can just play both of them next turn, they'll both have haste anyway. Yeah, drawing the Forest wouldn't help. What I can do is I can play this and equip it. Although, if I do play this guy, can I threaten lethal? No, it's only 7 damage. Potentially there was a chance that if I do play this, and yeah, if I did, that's funny, if I did keep this, I could have just played this turn. Oh no, I couldn't, because I wouldn't have been able to. Now it's fine. I think I just need to do this because it's my only chance at even surviving here. Unfortunately, their creatures also have Death Touch as well as Flying and Haste. And this is the 3rd time I've had to deal with both of them in the same game, because of course they drew not only did they draw both of these, but they drew both of their raise the Draugr or something. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not strictly dead next turn. I didn't top the land, so I mean if I did top the land I'd probably just be dead now. And I wouldn't have drawn Vorinclex then, although I can kill them next turn if I don't die. Please don't kill me. This will be very nice if I can, if they just drew nothing, just please. No. No, Vorinclex was lethal. Oh, but I have to block both of these. Why did they have to draw exactly that? Why couldn't they have drawn the land first and then this guy? I suppose it probably wouldn't have turned out much different had they done that. Wow. I can't even play Vorinclex now that I think about it because I don't have the green mana, but I suppose that was a good draw. That's nice that they just took the damage. Keep doing that, please. I suppose maybe they want to block with it at some point. That is not the right color of land. I would have drawn the right color of land, but I don't think there's any reason to top a forest in the situation that I was in. The only reason in the entire deck is if I draw this card. So of course I draw this card. But yeah, at least I don't have to play. I mean, I wouldn't have had to play another game either way, so that's... okay. I mean, they won the top deck war when they were drawing cards that do things and I just draw lands that don't do things, so... Yeah, that was a close game. But anyway, I got a refund. And I got some boosters, so... okay, yeah. I should have taken a look back at the deck. Anyway, that's it for this video. I also forgot to update the score. What am I doing? Okay, the first Kaldheim draft. No, that was a sealed. First Kaldheim sealed. So yeah, that's it. This is already way too long, this video, so thanks for watching. Bye.